Hello, this is a public service announcement. I'd like to bring awareness to the fact that the sun can be both bright and dark. During modern times, we are exposed to so many environmental hazards, many of which evade our senses and promote harm. And many of these substances um, can be considered byproducts of societal growth. However, even though UV light helps our bodies to synthesize key nutrients like vitamin D and serotonin, UV radiation can cause cancer as well. The sun is probably the primary source of UV for most people, but welders and indoor tanners are at risk too. You only need 10 to 20 minutes of UV per day, but you should know that UV comes in three different flavors: A, B, and C. A is the worst because of the penetration level, but all UV can be harmful if enough is absorbed. UV or ultraviolet radiation is a type of radiation known as ionizing radiation, which can cause DNA damage and splits water molecules in the body, contributing to reactive oxygen species. This may be permanent damage, which can show up years later. Baking in the sun is not worth it. Supple skin is attractive skin. Chasing unnatural color, especially in youth, is more hazardous than we think. If you are a welder, do not work without your visor. You can irradiate your eyes with dangerous amounts of UV. Please be conservative with indoor tanning. It's an accelerated dose of UV, which can show up years later as damage. The thing is that some of us are disproportionately affected by UV light, such as farm workers. Coming from a farming community, it may not seem obvious that the same sun that helps produce food can be injurious. Please take me seriously. Use eye protection, use sunscreen, limit exposure, and respect UV light.